You know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath even
you
order.
get the order of your committee.
Sir, I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Green's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play.
Baby girl?
I don't think we are going to move, and we're going to take your words down.
I second that motion.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold
a
on.
part of
I'm trying
the.
to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman, motion to strike
I had
those
no idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just said
You
Y'all did it
just
first.
voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you
You
don't
just
talk
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down.
No, because this is what
I
y'all
would like to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying
Hey,
to get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games.
Crockett.
I can't hear you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if
Look, Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all gonna have a
minutes?
problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
All right,
Sorry.
Chair.
I know why
Okay.
you're
Order.
acting
Chair
like
now
that.
recognizes
Not cute.
Ms. Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds. 4 minutes. Let Ms. Green talk, and then you all can. I'll recognize.
But I
on
moved
this
to
side.
strike her words for a second time based on her second set of personal remarks attacking another member.
Chairman Comer.
Because you all cannot
I have an
seem
amendment at
to
the desk,
apply
and this
the
sideshow
rules of the
needs to
committee.
stop.
We have to do this every time.
Hey, I'm
Listen,
recognized. I'm
Order,
recognized. I'm going to
listen,
go ahead and start talking.
Look, I know. Look, I don't know if you've noticed it. I have 2 hearing aids. I'm very deaf. I'm not understanding. Everybody's yelling. I'm doing the best I can. Can we not recognize Ms. Green and let
We
her
cannot because of the rules of the committee, Mr. Chair. That is what I'm trying to communicate in the present moment.
We have a Okay, what's the motion?
The motion is to strike the gentlelady's words for the second set of remarks, not the first, the second.
She
that
has
applied
no
to me.
idea. She has no idea. I think, Mr. Chairman, I'm the
know
only
what the
one
words
recognized
were?
right now.
We objected at the time.
Will the member state the word she wishes
Yes.
struck?
She told me, or she asserted that I was not intelligent. These are the specific words. We can have it read by the clerk.
It was made immediately.
And it was made immediately. I am not moving
I
now.
don't think it was
I am not
timely.
moving
It was
now.
made immediately,
It was
both by the
made
gentlelady and by me.
immediately. Mr.
Guys,
Chair,
look.
it was made immediately.
It was made
and
immediately,
you said
both by
that
the
you would
gentlelady and by
return
me.
to us.
Guys,
She said, you don't have the intelligence to talk to me, is what she said.
the chair recognizes Ms. Green for 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, what is
I
happening with
object
the ruling?
I object to the ruling now.
We must object.
This exchange begins with a question about whether personal insults, specifically comments about a member's appearance, violate House rules. That question matters more than people realize. In Congress, engaging in personalities is prohibited. The rule exists because democracy requires debate about ideas, not personal attacks. When a member asks whether referencing someone's bleach blonde, bad-built butch body would qualify, she's not being theatrical. She's testing whether personal insults applied earlier will be applied fairly now. It's a procedural question dressed in frustration. The tension spikes immediately because the chair does not provide a clear ruling. Confusion over what counts as a personal attack leads to competing motions, one to strike remarks from the record, one to object to the ruling, one to clarify the rules. Each of these motions triggers its own parliamentary sequence. This is where the hearing begins to unravel, not because members disagree, but because the procedural foundation they're supposed to stand on isn't being upheld consistently. You can hear it in the rhythm of the room, people talking without recognition, members shouting, "Calm down," across the table, and frustration boiling into confrontation. But what you're really seeing is a room losing the very structure that keeps oversight functional. In the House, recognition from the chair is everything. Without it, any member who speaks is technically out of order. When recognition becomes unclear, authority becomes unclear. And in this moment, you can feel that uncertainty spreading like a crack through the entire proceeding. Then comes the turning point, the motion to take down the words. This is not just symbolic. When the House takes down a member's words, those words are removed from the official record, and the member can be barred from speaking for the rest of the hearing. It's one of the most severe disciplinary actions short of censure. That's why members fight so hard over whether the motion is to strike the words or take down the words, because one edits the record, the other silences a member completely. But here, even that process becomes contested. The chair rules one way, members argue the rule means something else, and suddenly the hearing is debating not the insult itself, but whether striking words requires a member to leave the room. When you see one member insisting she has to get out and another responding that the parliamentarian disagrees, you're not watching partisanship, you're watching procedural disintegration. And once the rules collapse, everything becomes possible. Members begin taking shots at each other's age, work schedules, employment backgrounds, even implying drinking inside the hearing room. None of that would emerge if the guardrails were functioning. This is what happens when institutional norms are replaced by improvisation. But here's what viewers might not realize. This chaos isn't random. It is the predictable outcome when personal conflict is allowed to take precedence over parliamentary process. When the rules are enforced inconsistently, members stop trusting that the process is fair. When trust erodes, people stop respecting the chair. And when the chair loses authority, a hearing no longer becomes a forum for oversight, it becomes a stage for conflict. And yet, buried beneath all that disorder is something important. These rules, frustrating as they may seem, were written for moments exactly like this. They exist so that heated disagreements don't spiral into disorder. They exist so members who feel targeted have recourse. They exist so hearings can stay focused on policy instead of personality. The takeaway for viewers isn't just that Congress had a meltdown. It's that democratic institutions rely on norms that are more delicate than they appear. Norms of respect, recognition, procedure, and fairness. When they crack, the entire structure shakes, and suddenly the nation's business takes a back seat to spectacle. If you want to understand Congress more deeply, moments like this are essential to study. They show you not only how rules work, but why they matter. They show you what happens when personal grievances override process. And they reveal how fragile order becomes when members decide that conflict is more valuable than clarity.